Honey, we are back and we got a lot of stuff to say. And I just got to tell y'all, they mad at me. They are big mad. Brandon Tatum and his people, you know over there, the MAGA people, the white, honey, they so mad at me, child. They trolling me and my messages and everything, y'all. So please pray for me and keep me covered. I'm trying to find something real quick. I can't. Okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. All right. Yeah, I run the fan out, baby. So how y'all doing? What's going on? I hope you guys are blessed. We are here to fight against evil once again, all right? And let me just tell you, hold on. Do y'all smell that? Ooh, I smell something burning. Ooh, ooh. Is that DL Hughley cooking up again? Is that DL Hughley smoking again? What he smoking? Brandon Tatum. Ooh, when I tell you DL Hughley done smoked Brandon Tatum something serious today. Oh, if I'm lying, I'm flying. And I ain't flying, baby. I'm standing still. I'm standing grounded. All right, come on, get up in here, in here. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe because I want to share with you guys a video footage from DL Hughley talking about Brandon Tatum for dissing black women and coming for Michelle Obama. And then after that, you already know. I already got a word I got to say. You know I just can't let this get by and not say something. I got to put my mouth on something. I put my thoughts on everything, just like that commercial. You know that commercial? I put that shit on everything. I put my thoughts on everything. Okay, that's how I'm coming, y'all. All right? All right, so let's go here. Didi said she want that ass to be crispy, dried out, and basically charcoal powder. I'm with you when you're right, baby. Woo, crispy, smoked. Okay, I know that's right.
So full disclosure, I will say this. I don't think that families should ever come into personal beefs, especially on social media. But since Brandon Tatum brought this up, because I don't think you should ever, it's just not classy. But if somebody, it's like a vampire. It can't come in unless you invite it. And I think Brandon Tatum, first off, I despise him and I despise his ilk so much. I don't think you can do anything bad enough to men like that. I just don't. But I do think that their family of people like that, whether no matter how reprehensible or horrible or fucked up they are, I think that their family should be out. But when you open the door and you start talking shit, that does, it's like a vampire, like I said earlier, you invited in. And he said this.
I don't care what nobody say. Now, I don't know if she a man or not. I don't think she is. But I will say, y'all quit lying to this woman, act like she cute, though. Michelle Obama is not a good-looking woman. And it's okay to not be good looking. Everybody can't be fine, like my wife.
And he also, like when apparently the young woman who now is embroiled in controversy with Donald Trump, the young blonde girl who was him all the time, apparently she was the one who did the video of the Obamas depicted as apes.
Right.
No one's denied it. I mean, that's the kind of popular thing. He thought that was funny.
Yeah, that's Natalie Harp.
Natalie Harp. Yeah. Natalie Harp. I think, I don't think you should ever talk about somebody else's family, but don't brag about your wife when she looks like this.
Everybody can't be fine like that.
Toby, be good boy for master.
You can't have a wife that looks like a Targaryen. like she literally. Did you ever see Last Movie? Doesn't she look like Daniel Day-Lewis in Last?
Oh.
This is a woman that looks like the model for the Buffalo Nickel, and you are like, talking how fine she is.
Yeah.
And I get I get that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but behold, that's a funny looking broad. Like I just
Yeah, it just shows how much he really hates black people.
Oh, now Brandon Tatum's, I'm just gonna say it, y'all, hates black women. If you agree with me, press 5. If you agree with me, press 5, all right? And we already know that administration hate black women, okay? Because it was a black woman that was gonna lock that Trump up, and she had every right to. but they sabotaged her and stopped that. Okay? Black women is the most educated in this country, but they don't want to talk about that. Okay? So, honey, that's not an opinion. That's a damn verdict for me. He looked at Michelle Obama, and I'm talking about Tatum. He looked at Michelle Obama, the first black lady of the United States. Ooh, I gotta say it again. The first black lady of the United States, baby. A woman with 2 Ivy League degrees. A woman who raised 2 daughters in that White House without a single scandal. Okay? A woman who has more grace in her left pinky than this man has in his entire bloodline. And he said she ain't cute. Something wrong with him. Something wrong with him. He said, I don't care what nobody say. Michelle Obama is not a good looking woman. Everybody can't be fine like my wife. Honey, he said this on camera with his whole chest out, like he wasn't built like a deflated refrigerator with childbearing hips and a jawline that ran away from home. Where the jawline at, bruh? Okay? Every man has a jawline. The only people that don't got a jawline is women. Hello? Something going on with the estrogen and the testosterone in the body. Okay? Honey, I'm starting to question it. I'm starting zesty. It's giving zesty clean. I'm just saying, you see the signs. Honey, like his own wife wasn't out here getting dragged through the mud by the same internet who he tried to weaponize. And don't y'all think he's zesty? Huh? Press 7 if you think he's zesty. I mean, them tight pants. Y'all seen them damn tight pants he had on. Okay? Man. When you got, man. Oh, I want to say so much, but I can't because it's you too. But you already know what this is giving. Saucy Santana brother. It's just what it's giving. And when I tell y'all that DL Hughley smoked him, I wasn't even able to put the whole video of what DL Hughley said, okay? I had to cut it, y'all. But yeah, DL Hughley gave Brandon Tatum the smoke. He definitely regrets even going there with Michelle Obama, baby. He's probably in a room crying. Okay, black people are talking about me again, okay? But I'm going to give his ass the verdict because DL is a comedian. And baby, you know what I am? The executioner, okay? Yeah, I'm going to execute that ass, okay? Let me tell y'all why this is deeper than any joke. Brandon Tatum did not just insult Michelle Obama. He bragged about that white wife. He bragged about the white wife. He held his white wife up as the standard of beauty while sitting next to her looking like a gender reveal his damn self, right? I know he lying. Ain't nobody looking up to that for no beauty standard. Are you serious? Hell, ain't nobody want that. Black man, do you want his wife? Do you think, what y'all think about this, black man? Huh? Black women, are you jealous of that, of Tatum's wife? Are you jealous, black women? Do you wish you looked like her? Hell no, something up. Honey, he talking about Nolan Wells was on them sugar boogers. Is his ass sure he didn't take some sugar boogers before he made that comment? Because the comment is given delusional. It's given delusional. But you know what? My kings and queens, I see y'all. Y'all was like Buffalo Nickel. Some people even said Caitlyn Jenner on a damn budget. And you notice they keep on comparing her ass to transgender, a man. A man that transitioned to a woman, honey. Tried to anyway. Woo! Surgery, and still not making a cut. They said Caitlyn Jenner on a damn budget. They said a Targaryen, you know, from that show, House of Dragons? Not Lord of the Rings, because I'm thinking about that, you know what, my Precious. I'm thinking about the Precious thing. Honey, I can't get that out my head, okay? Look, if she laid on her side with her tongue out, did you see that? Looked like a goddamn zipper. But you know what? I'm not here to make fun of nobody. I'm not, y'all. She didn't sign up for this. But here's the law of the timeline. Let me point this all out for y'all, okay? You don't get to throw stones at the White House and then you want to hide behind your own curtains. You don't get to do that, Tatum. You don't get to call Michelle Obama ugly. Michelle Obama, who never did a damn thing to you, man, who spent 8 years being dragged. She literally was dragged by racists while you was probably still in a uniform writing tickets as a cop, a rental cop, or whatever type of cop you was. And then you act surprised when you act surprised when Black America tell you the truth about your wife. Black America told the truth and his ass mad about it. They told the truth. It wasn't no lie what they said about your wife. They told the truth about you and who you are and that body. And they told the truth about your wife. They told the truth. Black America. You know Black America ain't gonna lie for nobody, honey. They told the truth and he can't handle the truth. And that's not no damn harassment. That's mathematics. That's equal and opposite reaction. You put energy out, Tatum, and energy came back at your ass. And you know what? And the energy you put out was so nasty to attack a Black woman. What type of Christian man goes around and attacking women? Please tell me. Ain't none. Okay? But the energy that he put out was very nasty. It was small. It was the energy of a man who knows his check cleared and the white boss is watching. That's what is given. Okay? That's what is given. Yeah. Because let's be clear. And I'm not asking, I'm telling. Brandon Tatum is on the payroll. Do y'all agree with me? You know he on that white payroll. Press 3 if he on that white payroll. He's not a conservative with principles. I know a conservative with principles, and that ain't it. He is a man doing the work they used when they need a white face for. That's what it is. He is the discounted version of what they wanted. They wanted someone to say what they think about Black women, but they couldn't say it out loud. They can't say it out loud. They still waiting on the day where they could really, really say what they want to say about Black women out loud. But they can't do it. So that's why they get the Brandon Tatums, right? They hired them. They hired the Stephen A. Smith. They hire all of them. They all the same, child. And honey, Brandon Tatum raised his hand, didn't he? He raised his hand, y'all. I promise you he did. And he said, I do it. I call Michelle Obama ugly. I question her womanhood. Question her damn womanhood. Are you serious? We know Michelle Obama is a biological woman, okay? And see, they want to talk about being confused with gender. They the only one that don't know what a woman is because Michelle Obama is a biological woman all day. All day, all up and through that baby, okay? And if they calling her a man, clearly they don't know what a woman is. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Honey, he questioned her womanhood. Then he tried to reduce the most accomplished Black woman in modern history, trying to reduce Michelle Obama to her looks while he gonna sit up there looking like a lunch lady with a podcast. That's just what it's given. It's given a lunch lady with a podcast that gossip a lot like a bitch. Okay? And they paid him to do it. They paid the Black men to do this. They paid them very well, I hear. You know they got a whole bunch of money, millionaires and billionaires. And where did they get all this money from? Our Black ancestors picking goddamn cotton. That's how it all started, right? Woo, I still want our reparations, honey. And you know what? He cashed that check with a damn smile. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay. But you know what, y'all? It does get worse. Unfortunately, it get worse. Okay. And this is where I need you to really listen to me. Listen to me. Brandon Tatum thought it was funny when Natalie Harp, that blind white woman always with Trump, when she depicted Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as apes, okay? He laughed at that shit. And don't Michelle and Barack Obama, to the whites, they represent the whole of black community. So they cannot say all black America, all black folks. So what do? They go for the head ones in charge. Okay, I can't say all of y'all, so I'm going to go for the most popular educated ones in the group, which is Barack and Michelle. So don't get it twisted. When they come for them, they coming for all of us, baby. That's just how that shit works. It's only the ignorant that think, oh, I'm an individual. Well, it don't apply to me. It don't apply. It does apply to you. Just like when Brandon was talking about black women hair and 4C hair. Some of y'all ignorant hoes gonna talk about some, well, it don't apply to me. Bitch, you got 4C hair, it applies to you. If he's dogging someone out based on their hair texture and you got that hair texture, it applies to your damn ass too. What you thought this was? Come on now. And y'all be the same ones, because if black folks say something about the Nolan Whaleston white boys, won't y'all keep it a buck? Because you have white people talking about some, leave white people alone. No, because it don't apply to you, right? We're talking about those white boys on Nolan Wales' boat. So keep the same energy, but you won't do that. When we criticize those white boys on Nolan Wales' boat, all the white racists come. All the white people want to come and say something as if we attacked their ass personally. But when they talk about Michelle Obama and, honey, we defend her, they want to talk about, well, we wasn't talking about all black people. It was just her. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all. The fuck you mean? When you come for one of us, you come for all of us. Okay? Straight like that. And if you don't know, now your ass know. Don't get it confused because a few black people with the same skin complexion is selling out. Okay, we all don't got a fucking price tag on our head, ho. Okay? I'm sorry to cuss y'all. Ooh, God, forgive me. Forgive me, Jesus. Okay, honey. Let me just say that. He laughed when they talked about that. He laughed when they depicted Barack Obama and Michelle as apes. He laughed. He thought that shit was funny. A black man looked at a depiction of the first black lady as an ape, and you gonna laugh? And then he wanna turn around and told the world she was not cute. Do you understand what this is? Do you understand that? This is not a bad take, y'all. This is not a difference of opinions of political opinion. This is a black man who hates black women so much, he can't even let one of us be beautiful in peace. He has to degrade her. He has to question her womanhood. He has to reduce her to her looks because he knows he can't touch her accomplishments, baby. He can't touch her accomplishments, baby. He can't touch her law degree from Howard. Okay? He cannot touch the fact that she ran the White House for 8 years without a single damn scandal. He cannot touch the fact that she raised 2 beautiful black daughters into adulthood with dignity, while every racist in America was trying their best to tear their ass down with fake rumors and lies. So he goes for the one thing he thinks can hurt: her appearance. But Michelle Obama don't need Brandon Tatum to tell her she's fine. Who the hell cares about what Brandon Tatum think about their damn appearance? I know I don't. Do y'all care? Are y'all looking to get approval from Brandon damn Tatum? Who is he? Who is he? Nobody. So, honey, she knows. We all know. This world knows. Okay, they know who she is. They know she's beautiful. Okay? And the only person who's looked stupid is the man who thought his opinion mattered. Okay? Woo, I'm getting hot. And that's why he had to. That's why he had to come for her, y'all. That's why a man with a podcast and a police pension is still obsessed with a black woman who has never said his name. Just picking on black women. Because Michelle Obama represents everything they fear. She's educated, she's black, she's elegant, she's unbought, she's unbossed. She is still fine after all these years, honey, okay? And she did it all without asking permission from a single man like Brandon Tatum. Hello? She don't need his approval to be beautiful. She don't need his approval to be powerful. She don't need his approval to exist. And that drives his ass crazy. That drives the whole payroll crazy. Okay? Because their entire business model depends on black people. I say that again. Their whole business model depends on black people, especially black women. Feeling small. That's what they want. They want you to feel ugly. Feeling like we need their validation. And Michelle Obama walks through the world, honey, like she is a queen, and she is, and they cannot stand it. So guess what they do? They're going to send a black man like Brandon Tatum out to say what they can't say, okay? They're going to send him out to shrink her. A black man to shrink her. That's what they're going to do. They're going to send a black man to make a black woman feel small, to tell her she ain't enough. And you know what? He does it with a smile because why? The check cleared. Woo! That check cleared, y'all. DL Hughley gave him smoke, and I appreciate that. Woo! DL Hughley gave that ass smoke, y'all. Ooh, and I'm getting hot. DL Hughley roasted him. Buffalo nipper, zipper, female PE teacher. Those jokes will follow Tatum forever, for the rest of his life. But you know what? I'm not here to laugh. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to tell you what this shit is, okay? He is a black man who chose his paycheck over his black people. He is a man who looked at the depiction of a first black lady as an ape and laughed at it. He is a man who looked at his own household, his own wife, his own pregnant wife sitting next to him while he looked like two bad bitches waiting for a goddamn... I ain't gonna even say it. I ain't even gonna go there, y'all. And he thought he had the room. He thought he had room to judge Michelle Obama. The math don't math, boo. The math ain't mathing, boo. The logic don't logic, boo. And the only explanation is the one that cuts to the damn bone. He hates black women. He hates black people. And he got paid to prove it, baby. Okay? So if you're watching this and you got a daughter, you got a sister, you got a mother, you got a niece, you pay attention, okay, to who defends black women and who profits from their pain. You pay attention to who speaks up when Michelle Obama gets dragged and who adds to be dragging her. Because the man who will sell out the most visible black woman in the world will sell out your daughter without blinking. The man who will cash a check to call a queen ugly will call your sister ugly for free. The man who looked at the depiction of a black first lady as a damn ape will laugh, and he laughed at that shit. Honey, they not your brothers. They not your allies. They are the enemy. And the only way to stop them is to stop feeding them. Stop watching them. Stop sharing them. Stop giving them numbers that make their goddamn advertisers go up. Brandon Tatum came from Michelle Obama. And DL Hughley smoked his ass. And honey, I'm giving a damn verdict. Guilty. Guilty of betrayal. Guilty of self-hatred. Guilty of choosing his check over his community, and the sentence is damn permanent. We don't forget, we don't forgive, and we don't let our daughters grow up in a world where men like Brandon Tatum get to decide who is beautiful and who is not. And I'm done.